Hey you guys, it's Miss Maza and Lennon again. So glad to see you on this Wednesday. We're gonna show you a little bit what we were doing today. We made family handprints. We took a couple cups of all-purpose flour and a cup of salt and a cup of water, mixed it up. And Miss Maza baked it because Lennon's too young to be putting things in the stove. We put our handprints in it first, and then we baked it for about 3 hours. And we've got Mr. Clayton's, Miss Maza's, Abby, and Lennon's handprints. Mr. Clayton, Miss Maza's, Abby, and Lennon's handprint. So, and it's like a hard stone now that we baked it for that long. And then I painted it once we were done. So that's kind of what we've been doing this afternoon. So now we're going to move along to our math problem that we had yesterday. It was Lennon is 48 inches tall. We learned that yesterday through his All About Me. And it says, how tall is he if I measured him in inches? And your hint was that 12 inches equals 1 foot. So there's a couple different ways we could have solved the problem. First of all, if you know your division facts and know that 48 divided by 12, because we would take 12 inches into the 48 inches to get the 4 feet. So we would say 48 divided by 12 gave us 4. If we're a little uncertain on those division facts, we could have wrote out our multiplication facts to see what number got us the closest to without going over. We know that 12 times 1 is 12, 12 times 2 is 24, 12 times 3 is 36, and 12 times 4 is 48. Oh, that's what we were looking for, so 12 goes into 48 4 times. 4 times 12 is 48. When we subtract, we got a 0. Another way we could have done that is we could have divided 48 into groups of 12. I drew 12 dots and then 12 more dots, and well, I kept counting till I got to 48, and when I circled those up, I got 4 equal groups. So our answer then would be that Lennon is 4 feet tall. I know this because I know there are 12 inches in 1 foot, so I divided 48 by 12, and the answer is 4. Or if you did your array here, you could have said I divided 48 into groups of 12, and I ended up with 4 groups. So Lennon is 4 feet tall. I know my answer there looked a little long, but that was because I did explain it with using the different methods. So whichever way it could have done, we read, drew, and write right. All right? So, good job on that, guys. Very good. All right, so our math problem for today. Miss Maza bought 3 packs of Milky Way candy bars. 1, 2, and 3. Okay? 3 packs of Milky Way candy bars. All right, each pack has 6 candy bars in it. See, it has 6 fun-sized candy bars in it. All right, so what is the total number of candy bars that Miss Maza has? So each one of these packs, I'm going to show you. I'm going to open one, and no, Lennon and I are not going to eat them in front of you. But each pack, the pack tells me it has 6, but so you know, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So each pack has 6 candy bars in it. Okay? So, how many candy bars does Miss Maza have in 3 packs? So we're going to go ahead and underline our important information so you'll be able to get started. We had 3 packs of Milky Ways, so 3 is an important number, and there was 6 candy bars in it. Each has 6 candy bars in it, so that's important information. And then we want to know the total number. Okay, so there's our important information. So work that out for me and we'll go over it tomorrow. Okay? All right, now let's take a brain break as we transfer between math and reading. And Lennon has a joke for you. This is a knock-knock joke. Here we go.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Banana.
Banana who?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Banana.
Banana who?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Banana.
Banana who?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Orange.
Orange who?
Aren't you glad I didn't say banana?
Oh my gosh, yes, I am glad you didn't say banana. Good job, Lennon.
Because you were like, quit saying banana!
I know, right?
It's kind of like you're getting annoyed.
All right, so our question for yesterday, we were reading about Lichen and Moss in their first little time out. It says, tell about Lichen and Moss's first look at the swamp. And if you remember right, they got to sniff the swamp mud and sniff that swamp grass. And they were listening to some sounds. They got to hear crows calling and the wrens were singing. And then they scurried back into the den. And that's pretty much what they did on their first little adventure. All right? So today, as we finish up about the little babies, we're going to read the last part of letter 11, and this will be day 16. What I want you to do is tell me, what does the word instinctive mean? What does the word instinctive mean? So be looking for that definition. You might have to use some context clues. So that's the context clues are words that surround that word that give you clues as to what the meaning is. All right, so we are looking at today at day 16. All right, go ahead, Lennon.
Today, Lynch the Moss ventured farther away from their nest. I dragged along with to watch for trouble. Fern assured me that they have all the instinctive survival skills that will give them instinctive was new world for me, but it means naturally inborn and
automatic.
Let's
reread that because I think that's important. It says instinctive was a new word for me, but it means naturally inborn and automatic.
Since Fern is their month and I am their father, I bet they will be smart swamp rabbits.
Lichen and Moss bounded to the edge of the bayou. Moss did not realize that the muddy banks can be slippery, and he slid down into the water. I watched his head go under and started to get worried, but soon it bobbed back up. He quickly paddled to the shore and climbed out. Well, I thought, it looks like he can swim. I noticed later that Moss instantly froze in a lay-low position when a hawk flew over. So that must be another one of those instinctive skills. And remember, instinctive means naturally inborn or automatic. So those are skills that he was born with. Instinctive skills are ones he was born with.
Lichen decided she was going to eat an acorn. She chewed and she chewed and she chewed. She didn't have any luck getting into the swamp. Swamp rabbits didn't have teeth like Chat the fox. Squirrel lynched the saw Moss, nibbling on her tender cane shoots. She discovered the cane was delicious.
Lichen and Moss have many lessons ahead of them. They will learn that life in this bottomland hardwood forest is not easy for swamp rabbits. If they are careful and observant and use their instincts, they will begin to understand how this ecosystem works. They will survive the challenges of the swamp by using their bags of tricks, just as I have.
See you later, Swamper.
All right, so again, remember that our question for today was, what does the word instinctive mean? And we gave you hints for that several times through the story. Okay? All right. Now remember, we're working on writing a short story about the adventures of Lichen and Moss. We're coming up with our own story, different from what Miss Amy wrote in her book. So the first day we had you brainstorm, and yesterday we told you to begin your introductory paragraph. Well, Lennon has started on his, just an introductory paragraph, just a few of his thoughts, and he called it From the Adventures of Lichen and Moss, and he started it with day 15. So I'm going to let him read what he wrote.
Today, our mom is taking us out of our den for the first time. We are going to her friend Alan's den. Once we get there, we will get to play with her children, Michael and Rory. We are about to have some fun.
All right, so that's his introductory paragraph. And if you notice, my paragraph, I indented. Now, Miss Maza used double lines and skipped a line, and you don't have to do that. You would just continue writing on this line. But I did that just because I was trying to make it big enough for you to see on the screen. So there's just a little example of Lennon's introductory paragraph. So now, what you need to do today is to write 1 to 2 paragraphs for your story about Lichen and Moss's adventures in the swamp. So Lennon will have to fill me in on what him and his Lichen and Moss did with when they went out to play with Michael and Rory. All right, so that's going to wrap up today. Don't forget your math problem that deals with the 3 packs of Milky Ways that have 6 each in them. And then you got to tell me what instinctive means and write 1 to 2 paragraphs for the body of your story of Lichen and Moss's adventures in the swamp. So now our fun time, where it's what we're doing, some fun things that we're doing while we're at home. Yesterday we asked you, what things are you doing to help feel connected and to have fun outside? And again, no, we can't get outside and play with our friends, but we can still, with your family that you're living with, can go do things right outside. So I want to let Lennon, if he can read my writing, read what he told me that he has been doing.
I've been doing live videos with Miss D. I've talked to Cooper on my Zoom.
Also, I participate
in class lessons on Zoom.
He's been having lessons with Miss Carter, his teacher, on Zoom.
No, really, but like Wednesday, like today.
Mm-hmm.
I've been doing arts.
He can't read my writing. I've been doing arts and crafts.
Finally, I've been singing some musics with my dad.
All right, so there you go. Yeah, it's kind of hard to read it on this, but I just kind of put it in sentences what he told me. All right, so today, a look back on that website from the COVID-19 time capsule link that I get, and you'll see a picture of a house on one of them. Print that one out or draw your own and color this house to look like yours. Put your family in it. Color it how yours looks. Put some things in this. This is like where I am living during this time. So it's just a picture of a house. Draw maybe your family that's in there, maybe your bedroom, however you want to decorate or color that. And that is your fun COVID-19 time capsule activity, our fun activity that we're going to do for that. Okay? So I believe that's it. And that's going to wrap it up for this Wednesday. We have one more letter from Swamper. Will probably take 2 days because it's a long one to do it. But we'll finish finish that up on Friday, so we'll read some more Swamper tomorrow and then on Friday. So I'm not sure if Lennon's going to be with me on Thursday or not to be able to do it. Maybe we can get to it, maybe not. But he'll be here Friday. He can do a live one with us on Friday for sure. So anyway, maybe he'll get to do Thursday. But anyway, we will see you next time. Miss Maza can't wait to see you. Remember, wash those hands, wear a mask, keep 6 foot away, and only go out if you've got to do something that's essential. All right? Take care.
Bye.